Surprise! I'm standing for this video. 176 hours. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, does it? At the time of this recording, this is done at approximately January 21st. I have been playing a game that weaponizes autism called Satisfactory.
I'm in danger.
It happens to have started in January 3rd. In 3 weeks, I have done 172 hours into one game. What does this game do besides rewire my brain to make me want to do things that I didn't think possible? Because I have a full-time job, I have a family, I have pets to take care of. I put almost 40 hours into work just to go to work to do another 40 hours. I don't know what this game does to me. I don't know why, but I really can't put it down. This game is different. It's different from everything I've done. Originally, my plan was to get into Arc Raiders. You know, that little fun game that came out around in December and everyone was having a blast with? That was supposed to game that I was supposed to hyperfixate on. But no. My little boy came up to me and was like, "Dad, I would like to go play Satisfactory with you." And I was like, "Sure, son, why not? It can't be bad." I was wrong. I was so wrong. I was so wrong about it. Because now that I've actually got to play it, I have been nothing but deep into a hole constantly. There's been nothing but constant holes going into that game where I do nothing but spend hours upon hours balancing machines and doing math. This game's got everything. If you like math, if you like spreadsheets, this game could be for you. And as I said before, this game weaponizes autism. How does it weaponize autism? We even got trains. We got doggos. We got nature that wants to kill you. We got belts that'll make a BDSM person kind of blush. But you know what? That's fine. Because you can play the game any way you want. You can stylize the game any way you want. You can do so many different things with it. And the creativity and the aspect of the game itself is what makes it so interesting to actually get into. And when you get into the game, you get lost. You sit down thinking, oh, it's just going to be an hour or two. It'll be fine. And then before you know it, it's been like almost 2 days and you've done nothing but play 24 hours straight into a game. Then I'll be honest, I'm like 34 years old now. I can't be spending all day playing a game. I'm not the young spring chicken that I used to be, but obviously I'm still here. And the game is amazing. It's great. It's hard to explain, to understand it. The game itself does something to the brain that just kind of just wires it to just I mean, the name in itself, Satisfactory. Every time I play the game, I'm satisfied. Even when I get into an issue where I'm trying to balancing machines or making new products, taking my stuff, and I don't get nowhere, I'm still satisfied by the end of the game session. Even if that game session is 6 hours of me redoing an entire plant facility or trying to get one item to line up like it needs to. But if it doesn't work up, oh boy, do I get pissed with that. But hey, you know what? It's fine. The machines keep on going because we at Fix-It are efficient. We don't waste, we recycle. And recycling is good. Recycling is important. And if we don't get that right, we don't want to go into the rehabilitation program for all physical employees, so we want to make sure you get it right the first time. If not, we don't waste. We just keep using. So what exactly is Satisfactory itself? Because if you clicked on this video, you probably either one, are already a fan of the content, or two, have no idea who the fuck I am.
I don't even know who you are.
In which case, I can't blame you. Usually, I'm sitting in a chair. I'm not standing up to do a video, let alone making a video essay or talking or things or even holding a little lavalier mic in my hand like I'm actually doing stuff. The game has been so good for me that I'm actually changing the form of my content to do something a little bit different that I have never done before. And now this is literally just me ranting into a camera for God knows for how long. And then that's where future me will have to edit that kind of stuff. But fuck! It doesn't matter. The game's fun. It's super simple. It starts with taking off raw materials, turn it into products, take those products, turn it into more products, Take those products, add it into even more products. Finally, you take that product and then you send it to fucking space for an elevator. Why? I don't know. It's just there. It just tells me you need to put stuff up there. And I'm like, okay, I do it. I mean, I got nothing else to do other than, like, pet all the dogs. There's so many dogs. And during Christmas time, they get little fancy little hats and little noses. They look really cute and adorable. Still, the game costs $40, and it's just a simple gather resources, make a product, make more products, do planning. The idea of it sounds boring on paper for a person who does shooters or RPGs or action adventures or choose your own stories. And yet, for some reason, I can't put the game down. The game is that fun. But the big problem is, though, I can't put the game down. I can't put it down. The game's still there. It still keeps going. No matter what I do, it's there. I think about it constantly. I think about it when I'm at work. I think about it when I'm at bed. I even dream of balancing my machines to ultimate perfection and balance to get the proper PPM. What does PPM mean? It means parts per minute. Does that matter to you? Probably not. But if you play Satisfactory, it goddamn does. Why? Super simple. Here's a little story I did, and I can even show you a little detail of it going through my game, because this game's great. It uses Unreal Engine 5. But back to the tangent of the story. I spent 4 hours building a plan using 3 nodes of materials. Uses copper, uses coal, and uses iron. Now, if you play the game, you probably know what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to make here. So I built an entire factory that's 3 levels that has different steps of production that goes into it. I take the raw materials and turn them into smelted bars of iron, copper, and steel. With that, I can then make rotors and stotors. What are rotors and stotors? They're the parts that make motors. And this is a complex chain. You think, oh, well, it can't be that complex, right? It's super simple. You're taking this and you're putting into this. You're wrong. It's like 4 or 5 different type of machines that need to go in this and plan this. But here's the problem, though. You don't want these machines to sit idle. You got different colored lights here. They tell you different things. If it's green, you're good to go. It's great. It's amazing. It's beautiful. If you got yellow, well, it's not as efficient as it needs to be. If you got red, you got no power, or you don't got something selected and that machine's not running. If we got a problem, we have a very big problem. We got to get it fixed. But here's the thing about this, the point of the story, if you will, the reason for this. As I said, I spent about 4 hours building this plant, this beautiful facility. It's beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. Without overclocking my machines and properly balancing, I only make 2 motors per minute. 2. I did all of this to make 2 motors per minute. 2! After overclocking and balancing, I was able to shift that number up to 10 with the facility, so it's not as bad. But if you didn't plan this and you didn't get these things working, you would be lucky to get 1 motor for every 5 minutes. And you'd be like, okay, so what's the big deal? So you got this thing here, it's all nice and fancy. So what's the point? I needed so many motors to make bigger motors to send to the space elevator. I had to automate my entire system because some things you can make by hand. Other things you can't make by hand. And it just goes on and on and on. The entire game is like that. It teaches you, just like, yes, if you gather materials, you can craft things by hand. Craft things by hand suck. You can stay at the crafting bench and just hold that space bar and you just hear the ding, 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 ding constantly for 172 hours and try to keep your sanity. Or you can lose the sanity through spreadsheets, planners, and all sorts of other things. That's why I wanted to actually sit here. Well, actually, I can't really say sit because I'm standing. Talk about the game and talk about the stuff, because literally the game was just that great. It's been fun. It's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. I haven't posted any videos on YouTube for so long because literally all I've been doing has been playing Satisfactory. And the only reason that I'm not playing Satisfactory at this very moment, like a good addict, like I should be, is because I wanted to make a video to talk about my new addiction that I'm so into, that it's so fun. And the best thing is, it's like, it's on consoles, it's on PC, It's only $40. I can't really think of many games that I spend 40 something dollars into, and it actually is worth that value. And that's the amazing thing about this. This game is definitely worth the $40. If you get yourself into the game to enjoy it, to play it, to do the planning, to do all the cool ass shit you can do in it, you spent way well worth your $40 worth of money. It's amazing to me that that's what you can actually get for $40, because I've not a lot of games have been actually worth that. New Call of Duties, I mean, kind of shit, especially for $70 something. And GTA 6, I think it's going to be kind of like the Half-Life situation, where there's just been so much hype that no matter what they put out, people aren't going to be satisfied. People aren't going to care about it. I mean, Rockstar's still going to milk it. No, don't get that wrong. And they'll probably wait another 3 or 4 weeks before they put, or 3 or 4 years before they put it on PC. But maybe we don't need to worry about that, because we're talking about Satisfactory, a game that's here, that's now, that has a 1.1 update. We got so many cool things that you can do. You can build roads, you have vehicles, factories, tracks, trains, drones, drone stations, blueprint designers where you can make entire buildings you want, and a community that's so creative that they can build entire metroplexes of cities within the game. Does it serve a purpose? Maybe, maybe not. The entire building is going to be hollow for all you know, but goddamn, does it look pretty. And plus, with it being an Unreal Engine 5, and it has its own in-game cinematics and cinematography pixel. With it being in-game and having its own cinematography, like settings for like photo modes and cameras and recordings, you can do dynamic shots and filters and lightings to make it look like an actual like benchmark test that you would test out for other games. Like, I got a few of these that I can play right now that just look so beautiful. And that's all in-game. So you can make your designs, you can make your plans, they can look like shit. They can be messy, they can be chaotic, they can be destructive, they can be all over the place, but you don't have to worry about that. But what you can do is do out extensive planning, buildings, creativity stuff, sculptures if you wanted to. There's so many like tutorials and different things you can do, and the mods, and there's so many like good things within the community that it's just satisfactory is the best way to put it. And I know I've been ranting for God knows how long now for this, but the game is just that fun. Like I said, this is a game that kind of weaponizes autism. I'm pretty sure I have autism because I haven't been able to put the game down. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I got 172 hours into the game. I got 2 worlds that I've done. 2 worlds that I've like restarted and reset, and I've done one. I have one that I did started with my son, and then I did another one that I started with my son and my wife. I got multiple copies of the game because I wanted my family to play with me because the game is just that fun. But they were weak. They can't play it. They couldn't stay in. No. They couldn't handle the load balancing or the manifolds or any of that stuff. And if you know what I'm saying, then you're a Satisfactory fan. You play the game. You know. I don't care for balancers. I just manifold everything, because why do that stuff? Because if I kept on, if I wanted to explain what a balancer was, I would have to go in and explain to you exactly. So you take this device and this one here, takes this number, divides it by 2. But say, for example, you need even more numbers. And so everything works in prime numbers, works in factors of 3, and there's a lot of division. Literally, the game is nothing but a spreadsheet. If you like spreadsheets and planning, then this is the type of game that you want to get yourself into. This is the type of game that you would just lose hours into. I have lost hours into. I have things that I have been doing nothing but constant writing for just constant numbers. That's all I have is numbers. I have notebooks, I have papers, balancing, trying to make sure that I don't waste materials and I don't waste time. Because the entire game, the entire point of it is to waste time. That's what you do in the game. And yet it's enjoyable the entire time I've been playing. Even when I have to do problem solving because my device doesn't want to work like it needs to, and I'm losing and I'm pulling my hair out, at the end of the day, when I solve that problem, I get it working and it's fixed, I am like excited. I am lost out of my mind. My marbles are gone. And that's just how the game is. And the entire ride's like that. Like right now, I'm currently working on aluminum. I got to make myself an entire aluminum plant. It has a multi-step process that involves getting ore to a location. And then I got to work with water pumps. And I got to work with coal. I got to work with finance. I got to work with like refinancing I got to work with refinancing the material to get everything balanced like it needs to be, so that I don't have no production and no waste. Because I don't need waste. I need constant aluminum. Why do I need constant aluminum? Because I need constant aluminum to make more parts. These parts need to go to the space elevator. These parts are specialized nitric acid in cubes. The entire game is based on cubes and working these cubes to make better cubes, the bigger cubes that go to the space cube upstairs. That's the entire point of the game. And it takes so long to make these things, and yet it's an enjoyable ride the entire time. The entire time, it's an enjoyable ride of just, well, satisfactory. Anyway, I know I've been rambling on for too long, and I'm surprised if you guys are actually like listening to this and seeing me like do this. But yes, this is a whole like different type of form of content that I wanted to do. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this, because yes, I have been hyper fixated on this game for like the last 3 weeks. Hopefully I can get this thing edited and actually put it down. Like I said, it is right now January 21st when I'm recording this. I started playing this game January 3rd. I have 172 hours into this game. 172 hours. A work week is 40 hours. I got more than 3 weeks worth of work put into this game, in addition to a full-time job and a family. I have not been able to put this game down, and the game just keeps going like that over and over and over, and I can't stop it. And the game's been so much fun that I actually had to change the way I do my type of videos, because I felt like I needed to walk around and actually like use my hands and stuff, and not just sit in a chair and explain, oh, the game is great for this reason. No, the game is great because it's great. It's just that type of game, and then it's amazing to me, and I love it, and I'm probably going to stop here and probably go play some more of it anyway. So anyway, if you like the content and want to see more stuff like this, let me know in the comments down below. And well, if you got any other games that might be satisfactory for me to try, let me know. Well, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.